People ask me, as a traveling comedian, what I do all day on the road, since I don't have to work until nighttime. Well, here to answer that question, I make really weird porn. No, I do volunteer work. I spent a lot of time going to bad movies, hanging out in the hotel room watching TV all day. I started getting out and taking long walks. I still exercise, all that stuff. But if I can, I do volunteer work wherever I go. There was a great quote from a cab driver that I read once. It said, "I see everything that's going on because I'm never looking for a parking space." Well, I see everything that's going on when I'm on the road because I don't have to work all day. I work about an hour a day, sometimes twice, occasionally 3 times, but that's about it. And then I have the rest of the time I'm just there wherever I am. And I've found through the wonders of the internet, I can look up where I can go to help out, whether it's moving boxes at a domestic abuse center, whether it's helping out, handing out food at halfway home for homeless veterans. There's all kinds of stuff. Boxes of diapers thrown onto a truck to go to low-income areas. I did a day at a place called Babashi, which stands for Blacks Educating Blacks About Sexual Health Initiative in Philadelphia. There's all kinds of places you can do something to help out. And before you think I'm telling you this to be like, dig me, I'm a saint. No, I do it to alleviate my anxiety. I do it to feel like I'm doing something. If you're honest right now, wouldn't you agree that about 10 years ago, if you knew the amount of anxiety and crap we're living in right now, wouldn't you think it would be unendurable? Honestly, I would, but here we are. And the way I've found to cope, because we're all tearing out our hair going, what the can I do, is just help out a little bit for someone that needs it. And honestly, I do it for me. Like, not to be like, I'm getting into heaven, because let me tell you right now, I am not. But just to be like, this is something that I can do to alleviate my stress. And yeah, it feels good to help people, but it's also just a little thing you can do. So what I do, I go to Volunteer Match. That's the site I use. It's a nonprofit site that generally steers you towards secular, i.e. non-church-based stuff. There's all kinds of church-based stuff too. I'm just a little bit, less godly, I guess, in terms of what I want to kind of work with, but that's just me. So just do some research online. And I found you can do it anywhere you go. You can do it in your hometown, where you live, and you can also do it when you're traveling. You might be going like, well, I'm not a traveling comedian. What am I supposed to do? Well, like, yeah, you go on vacations, don't you? Think how fun it would be to go on vacation and spend 2 hours loading up boxes of diapers onto a truck. Those are, by my measure, probably the lightest boxes there are. Just load those up, and then that night, get crazy up. And when you're up, you're like, I earned this. No, you can't throw me out of this bar. I earned this margarita the size of my head. How dare you? And even if you go to jail, you're still like, I did God's work today, so I'm not really worried about being in here. Don't go to jail. But you see what I'm saying? Your vacation will be more justified in your mind. I'm telling you this to let you know you can do that. You can alleviate your anxiety by just helping out a little bit. It's one of those things where how are we ever gonna fix all these problems? Is there any hope? I think there's hope, but we're never gonna fix all these problems. Tell you that right now. We're never gonna win and just end all the strife and all the inequality, but you can make a little bit of a difference, and in the end, that's awesome. So thanks and good luck.
Oh, hi, didn't see you there. If you liked that video, follow me here. Go see me on tour here, or subscribe here. Are we good? It's really hot.